Hey guys, so after my last video of me spectating Toonslim playing Aegislash, I was feeling like, okay, I'm gonna play it myself with the White Guard and Sacred Sword build, which is also something I preferred playing. I mean, you always say that I like White Guard. For head items, you have Weakness Policy, Muscle Band, and Body Berry as well. But I decided to play it in lane, and I played it yesterday a lot, and actually I went on a 7-game winning streak with this character, which is quite insane. I actually just managed to win almost every single game, and yeah, it was actually quite fun. And it does take a lot to be good at this character, and yeah, but it's very, very fun actually. So for early game, you just want to get Shadow Sneak last hits in. Shadow Sneak actually is crazy damage early game. Sadly, we are against the Pikachu, it's quite difficult. Lost the first hit of the last because we got stunned, but we get the Shadow Sneak in on this A-Pom and get it. Our goal is to get level 7 as fast as possible, but now you can see the damage we can do early game as well. The Pikachu is very extended. I'm just going to blink on him, another Shadow Sneak, and now we try to go for the Decidueye. Can't quite get him though, but we can maybe steal the A-Pom away. Waiting for it to get low, and then we just Shadow Sneak it. There we go. Get the last hit. Now we can go back to our side. So we need level 5 and level 7 for 5 for our first ability, Sacred Sword. Even though I feel like Shadow Sneak might even be better early game. Not even joking. But yeah, I played it a lot yesterday, and honestly, it felt quite fun. You just have to get a good feel around when to use your White Guard and when to go to Sword and Shield form. I mean, yeah, Sword and Shield form. Here we get a nice kill on the jungler, which is very huge. Also, now Sacred Swording the Pikachu, getting another kill. And I was waiting for my cooldown here to see if I can get the Decidueye as well. I was waiting him to see if he walks up closer, but sadly I missed my Sacred Sword, and he barely lives on 1 HP, and I'm actually gonna try and live as much as I can, and I do go back in. I thought maybe if I hit the stun I can kill him. Was a bit too optimistic, and I actually died to the Decidueye, sadly. I'm not playing attack rate. I think it doesn't really need attack rate, I would say. I think Weakness Policy and Muscle Band are just more safer items to have, just to make sure you get your value in without having to stack. Of course, you can kind of stack early game. He's very good with Shadow Sneak early game, but I still wouldn't recommend it too much. Here we just blink forward in with the Shadow Sneak, and we get the Pikachu as well. Trying to go for the Decidueye again, but he does have X speed, so he just gets away. The biggest problem with this character is just that he's way too squishy. Way too squishy. And yeah. But I mean, on level 7, if you play well around your stuff, it works. And here, right, I was like, where's my Hooper? My Hooper was just doing the A-Pom. I was like, please trick me, please. And then he tricks himself, doesn't trick me, and I die. That happens in solo queue, right? People are just on the same page a lot of times, and yeah. If you play support, you should just be glued to your lane partner. So here I see my Zeraora is not doing jungle whatsoever. So I will just take over jungle, and this also happens in solo queue a lot, right? So I'm just going to take jungle very fast, hope I get level 7 for this Dread fight, and I'm going to move towards spot lane. I'm not going to move back towards top lane, just do this and get level 7, so I can actually play the game with White Guard and my, you know, shield form, so I don't instantly die. Using iron defenses to get some stacks as well. Every iron defense can give you 1 boosted auto attack. And now we pick up our White Guard. So I prefer White Guard over Iron Head, is just because like the CC it offers is actually quite nice. I really do like the CC it offers. An Iron Head just that kind of feels a bit awkward to use. I really don't like it much. And you will see some good White Guard value. But even just this, like this is very good CC. I'm just gonna stay in our shield form, and also you don't want to go too fast back into your. So after using White Guard, you don't want to go too fast back into your other form. You kind of want to wait a bit to see when your White Guard is back on cooldown. So after you did your combo, you can go back into White Guard. You're just gonna Sacred Sword this guy, attack him a bit, and try to live. There's the White Guard. I go back in. I actually hit a very nice stun, and yeah, I have to heal a bit now. Now we stay in our so the shield form heals. I'm just gonna stay in our shield form and heal up a bit now. White Guarding the Dread as well gives us 2 stacks. For a boosted auto attack, and we're back to full HP. Didn't really do much damage to it, but yeah, we just try to live. Now looking for another Sacred Sword, and we actually find the Azumarill, have White Guard up again, we block the Decidueye in, and I'm just gonna stay in this form right now because I have 3 characters on me, but I'm gonna finish him off with a Sacred Sword. But yeah, you can see, as soon as I'm out of that form, I die so fast. I do get the Decidueye, but yeah, I pretty much have felt very alone in this game so far, and didn't really have like much assistance. I mean, we do have a Zeraora jungle, so our jungling is kind of weak, and they already have a level 10 Cinderace. So now we're level 9. Level 9, when we get our Unite move, is very good for last hitting as well. This has a great objective secure. And yeah, looking for something now here again, looking for the Cinderace. That's a fail, but I hit. And this, look at this is why I like White Guard so much. You see that CC, but I completely with my Unite move. Completely with it. I'm not very good at that yet, I have to say. I really don't think my Unite moves were on point ever. But yeah, we get 1 more kill. Now we stay in our shield form again, try to heal up a bit, but can't really find the kill. Again, I felt very alone, but that's just a solo queue, right? So yeah, the Unite move is it's pretty tiny. You have to be, it's not really that wide, so you gotta make sure you hit that as well. It's an execute as well, so the lower enemies are on HP, the more damage that we do. So it's always nice to use it as an execute as well. But in late game team fights, I'm just going to use it to proc my buddy barrier and get stats, right? Because you can't wait too long. If you wait too long in the last team fight of the game, and for the perfect unite move, you're just going to miss out on a lot of stats. Here we Sacred Sword in again, and our boosted auto takes just chunk them insanely hard. Try to blink away a bit again. Go back in with the White Guard. Now I got 3 stacks of boosted auto takes, so I'm just going to heal up very fast. I should explain how boosted auto attack works. So this character can only get boosted auto attacks from using abilities. Aegislash never gets a boosted auto attack from auto attacking. So you have to hit your abilities to get boosted auto attacks, and you can store up to 4. And they have 2 different things. In your shield form, sword form, right now in this form, they do extra damage, and you kind of go through the target. And in the shield form, in this form right now, they heal, and you're also a bit tankier. Here I'm just unite moving just to live. I just wanted to go in, and I will just go on the Pikachu, murder him very fast if I can. But I sadly just die in 1 CC as soon as I'm out of that form. Also, his Unite move always puts you into Sword form, so gotta be careful with that. If your White Guard is not up, you should be careful not using your Unite move, because then you will be stuck in the squishy form for quite a long time. Here, again, this was such a long Dreadnought fight. Just going back to bot lane, because I thought maybe I can get 1 more kill, but I probably should have just farmed. But I'm already level 12, right? Like, I don't need much experience right now. I'm very, very high level. So I'm just looking for maybe some kills on bot lane, defending bot goal as well. And we find a very nice Sacred Sword on the Decidueye. We just kill him very fast, using another White Guard. And yeah, we're looking for another Sacred Sword, just playing around our cooldowns very well. We crit the Pikachu actually with our boosted auto attack. If you crit with your boosted auto attack, it does crazy damage. White Guarding again. We'll try to heal up with my boosted auto attack so you can see it. I will try to stay in my form as much as I can. And we just get out. And now we can look for some farming. Now we can just look for the top side Audinos. We can look for our buffs if we want, but I'm just deciding to go for the top Audinos. There's also bees, probably step on our side. I can see on the minimap right above our goal. So just gonna farm up. I want to be level 14. Now my goal is just to be level 14. 15 is probably not reasonable, but we can easily get level 14 in this game without any issues. So yeah, using White Guard as well against PvE. But I should have used my White Guard and then Sacred Sword so I can get more boosted auto attacks from my Sacred Sword form. Because the shield form really doesn't do a lot of damage, right? You can see it, the shield form don't do a lot. So here we do it, we do a White Guard, and then we do Sacred Sword, and we have 3 boosted auto attacks to just clear something very, very fast. And yeah, do the same again. There we go. 2 White Guards against the same targets, you boost 2 boosted auto attacks. And then we kill this very fast. Now we're almost level 14, then Misa about to break bot goal. Sadly, my team just died there, but not much we can do about it. Just looking for something, looking for the Pikachu, but he blinks away from me. He was very scared. So we get 14, and then we're going to get ready for Zapdos. And I think the Zapdos fights are the hardest part about Aegislash, because if you do 1 mistake, you cannot just die. Yeah. Also, if you jack button in this game, but I would recommend full heal. I just forgot to switch it in this game, but I thought this was a very good Aegislash game, doesn't matter what. But I would recommend full heal. But eject button is also totally fine if you're not used to it. You can also always play eject button, of course. So going on this Pikachu right now, we're pretty good at diving with our shield form as well. Get a nice kill there. The Decidueye walks up now. Sadly miss our Sacred Sword. Sacred Sword can be quite awkward to hit sometimes. It's like the thing I hate the most about it. But it just has more range than the Claw. That's why like it's kind of better. And now we find a nice Sacred Sword on 2 characters and we just slice through them. With our boosted auto attacks, Hooper is forced to use Unite. But we don't have Unite. You have to use Unite. You're just auto-attacking Hooper to death. And yeah, right, going back into this form. Trying to bait the Cinder Ace now. Sacred Swording through him. I'm just trying to buy time right now. Going back into my tankier form, and we baited him long enough. Now we just heal back up. My Zaora is there to kill him. Nicely done by him as well to realize I'm there, but I was totally fine as well. Now we just finish off the Pikachu. Just kill the Pikachu fast, because then we can just turn our attention onto Zapdos. Gonna start hitting it now. He's pretty good at killing Zapdos as well very fast, but I know this Decidueye wants to snipe it, so my team has enough damage on it, hopefully, with Decidueye, so I'm just going to zone the Decidueye away, and there we go. Always have to realize if there's still 1 character up. Of course, you have to do Zapdos as well. But, I mean, if the enemy guy, if they have a Decidueye with Spirit Checker, who is very, very good at securing Zapdos, you still have to go for it. Otherwise, there's a high chance he steals it, right? Of course, you have our own Spirit Checker, Decidueye as well, but you can never rely on your teammates. It's just how it is, right? You can't rely on him stealing it, necessarily. So. And there was 1 more push. 1 more push. I killed 1 guy. Wait, let me see. I killed the Cinder Ace. And, see how much damage we can actually do. There's the White Guard CC as well. We keep him away for quite a long time, and then bam, smack him. You just smack him down. Honestly, this character is super fun to play. I'm probably going to play it a bit more often now. And yeah, just got to get a good feel for it. But obviously, there's certain games where you just struggle very, very hard. So pretty difficult character to play well and have impact on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And we ended up actually with 15 kills in this game. Here we barely live as well. This was very close. We ended up the game, I think, with 15 kills on a Aegislash. So quite insane. 81,000 damage as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.